Hello everybody from inside China. I want to teach you how to avoid getting coronavirus. I'm about 400 miles from the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak in Wuhan, and I survived without getting the coronavirus by doing some simple things that I never hear on American news, so I wanted to teach you about it. The first thing I want to teach you about is the face mask. I use this face mask. I don't use an N95 face mask. And a lot of haters are going to immediately scream at this, but I want to teach you about what a face mask does. This face mask, they say it's not effective against coronavirus. And what they're talking about is when a coronavirus goes aerosol, when the water droplets get really, really small. They say that they can still penetrate this and that there's gaps around here that the aerosol will go around. That's absolutely true. However, 99% of the cases are not from an aerosol, from someone sneezing in your face or from residual from someone sneezing, a droplet in the air that's going to go around your mask. But these masks are very important for a reason they never tell you about. The reason is not to protect yourself from an aerosol droplet of water, which is a 1% chance or less of getting the coronavirus. What this does is it protects you from yourself. What you do 3,000 to 5,000 times a day is this. You touch your face. This is where the fomites come from that get you sick. So when you have a face mask on, just a standard face mask, anytime I have an itch on my face, I don't get it to the orifices where it's going to get me sick. Do you understand the difference? The other important thing about an N95 mask, if you are wearing an N95 mask and you're worried about that little itty bitty aerosol droplet of water, what about your eyes? You've got a complete seal around your mouth and nose. But if you have an aerosol in the air with droplets that small, that little space is what you're worried about, what about your eyes? When I see people walking around with the N95 masks, thinking that they're safe from every little water droplet with no eye protection whatsoever, it's just ridiculous. So get this mask. It's much cheaper. And I'll tell you one other thing about it. The people who buy N95 masks, because they're so expensive, they use the same mask over and over again. You see my hands right now? I just contaminated my mask. The fomites, if they were on my fingers, I just touched my mask, now it's dirty. If I wear this for 10 days, do you think it's going to be a protective against the coronavirus? No way. So, you buy 100 pack of these, you put them on, bring it down, crimp the metal here, and you're fine. Don't go out and buy N95 masks. It's a waste of money. If you're in a laboratory or doctor setting where you're treating patients where there's all kinds of aerosol in the air, you're not only going to need an N95 mask, you're going to need protective glasses, you're going to need a shield, and you're going to need a complete airtight area around your face. That is not for the average person. Now, the other thing I want to tell you about is how to put on and take off the mask. You never touch this part. You touch those strings. You take it off, you put it down. Put it on, the same way. This is the only part you touch, okay? Try and touch this as little as possible. Now, throughout the day, you'll be going back and forth, you'll be touching yourself, and that's all right. You want to train your hands not to really touch your face. And the mask is a helpful trainer. Every time you touch the mask, remember, oh yeah, I remember, okay, don't touch my face with my hands. Because that's the number one way to protect yourself, is don't touch your face with your hands. Now, we're going to talk about other things. There are lots of places that people talk about fomites being dangerous. Here are the top two. Your glasses and your phone. You need a 60% alcohol tissue, and I'm actually out of them. I bought them, I used them during the height of the virus. Now the virus isn't around here too much, but they're still sold out of them. Alcohol wipes, 60% alcohol or greater. Wipe your glasses with them, specifically here. Wipe your phone with them. Get the fomites out, get it clean. Because all day you're touching everywhere around the world, and then you touch this, and it brings the fomites home with you. Now, in addition to the alcohol wipes, you should have these. Women are lucky to have purses. They can have a bigger bag of tissues. Men, in their pockets, a smaller bag of tissues. Why do you need tissues? Every time you're going to open a door, every time you're going to grab a handle, you need to take out a tissue and grab the handle like that, okay? Open a door handle, open a car door, anything like that, use a tissue. I know it's not environmentally safe. I apologize about that, but that's the number one way to keep your hands free from this. Hold on, let me get rid of this foam. Keep your hands free from fomites. Now, other situations. The most important thing is your hand has two sides. Pick a side that you're going to touch the face with when you have to, if you have an itch. If you always touch like this, always use the back of your hands to itch, okay? I do the exact opposite way. For instance, in elevators, I push the elevator button like this. When I open doors, I open like this. On an escalator, I have my hand on the railing like this. Use the back of your hand. That way you don't cross-contaminate very quickly. Another thing that gets really dirty is sunglasses. They've got lots of fomites on sunglasses. So that's another thing you swab with alcohol. So there's some basics. As you walk through the day, don't touch your face. Wear a regular mask that you replace constantly. Replace it every day. If you don't have enough, replace it every 2 days. Try not to wear it too many days. From experience, I'll tell you, your breath you may not think your breath stinks, but after 2 days of breathing in this gets smelly. Can you imagine an N95 mask that you've worn for a month? That's just ridiculous. So you get these, you put them on like that, take them off like that. Whenever you're outside, wear it. Don't go to too many public places. Try and stay away from people because people transmit it. They've got fomites all over their body, but also every surface that you're around. Make yourself conscious not to touch surfaces. Touch as little as possible. And things that you use every day. Another thing is your laptop. Clean your laptop. Make sure everything that you use constantly is clean. That's it. I survived the coronavirus. You can too if you follow these simple instructions. Have a great day.